All right, so in order to have good adhesion of your polish when polishing the nails at home, you want to do a few little steps that we call PEP in order to make sure that your polish sticks and stays better. The biggest thing that we have to think about when polishing nails is that there is cuticle that can grow all the way down the nail plate. So for PEP, we're going to start by performing a manicure. We're going to apply the cuticle away. We're using C&D cuticle away here on all of the nails on the hand. And let that soak in just for a minute. C&D cuticle away is a great cuticle remover. So when you have that cuticle off the nail plate, you're more likely to get some longevity out of your polish and make your polish last longer. After we've applied it, we're just going to pull it down the nail plate. And I like to do this on all 5 of the nails on the hand, work in through my other hand, and then go back and push it down. If I let that sit on there and let that really kind of soak up and soften that cuticle tissue, it's easy for me to push it back or remove it if it needs to be. I'm just taking the curette and really lightly pushing back that cuticle tissue. Anything that's dead will easily lift off, and you want to be really aware of not really pushing too roughly on the live cuticle tissue. But this is a huge step in making sure that your polish lasts longer. You know, we're going into summertime, we're going into prom and wedding season, and this is big. And one of the biggest complaints we have with our manicure and polish services is that the polish doesn't last long enough. So if you're polishing at home, make sure you're doing this prior. This is PEP. It's a great way for you to make sure that your polish will last as long as you'd like it to. So on my beautiful model, Becky here, she has really nice natural nails. You can tell she takes care of them. I don't have a lot of cuticle tissue that I'm having to remove or push back, but it'll really help her polish stay a lot longer. After I push back the cuticle, I'm going to cleanse the nail plate with some acetone, or you can also use C&D Scrub Fresh, and remove that cuticle away. I don't want to leave that on the nail plate. I don't want to rub it in. It's just excess moisture that can allow my polish to not stay stuck to the nail plate, or allow it to not adhere to the nail plate as much as I'd like it to. And acetone and Scrub Fresh are both dehydrators, and so what that means is it'll allow for a stickier surface for your polish to adhere to the nail plate. Becky really needs minimal filing, so make sure that if you need to file, you're doing it before polishing. I'm just going to kind of clean up and shape some of Becky's nails here. You don't want to file after you've done your polishing. That's going to break the seal on the free edge. So when we do that, we want to make sure that we're filing, softening up any rough free edges prior to polishing, and then they look really good. All we have to do is let that polish and that top coat dry. Just a few little rough edges within Becky's free edge that we're going to smooth out before polishing, and you'll be able to see the finished product. We're going to use the Vinylux, C&D Vinylux week-long polished and top coat. This is amazing stuff, kind of cutting edge when it comes to polishes. But this polish is guaranteed to work, and I've had great results with it if I do my PEP prior to polishing. So making sure that I'm pushing back those cuticles, you know, filing and shaping, and really cleansing the nail plate prior to polishing. So I'll go ahead and polish Becky. Sealing the free edge with my Vinylux really helps to make sure that I'm not having any peeling or any chipping on those free edges. Makes it last quite a bit longer for me. Your first coat of polish should be for kind of the coverage of the nail plate. Your second coat is really going to give you that color that you're going for. This is a beautiful color on you, Becky. So as you can see, I'm kind of using the outside of my brush to make sure that I'm getting my free edge, sealing that free edge, making sure that there's no way I can chip or have any lost polish there. This is a gorgeous color for summer for Miss Becky's beautiful nails. I'll go ahead and do my second coat of my color and my top coat, and then we'll take a picture and you'll be able to see the finished product.